Hello everybody and welcome to episode number 73 of Keep It Real, and 73 is the last episode. What a series this has been. I've really enjoyed it from the get-go, as you can probably tell by the amount of time I've put into it. But yeah, I mean 73 episodes, probably nearly an hour per episode. This has been quite a long series, but I still genuinely believe, I mean, literally everything you look at, everything that I own right now in this series has been earned, and earned the hard way. Because we, of course, started with zero, absolutely nothing, not even a single vehicle, single bit of land, absolutely nothing. So, wow, it's great. For me, this is how I personally think the game should be played. I think you get such a different kind of outcome, a different feeling from playing the game like this, and I've loved it. And absolutely, there's going to be something extremely similar in the new game, which for me now, I'm recording this on the weekend, is 2 or 3 days away, and it looks fantastic. I've watched, I've seen a couple of videos actually. I've tuned into a few. The majority of videos I've watched have been Daggowin, although it's hard not to fall asleep because he's got one of those nice dulcet toned voices. But yeah, it's been Daggowin because he plays at sort of a better pace. But what I will say is what I've seen so far is everyone starts with money. In fact, I jumped into Farmer Cops just to say hello in his live chat, because he genuinely is a nice guy actually, Farmer Cop. And I do quite like to jump in, but he'd been playing it for an hour or so by the time I jumped into his stream. When I logged in, he's got 630 odd million pound. And I'm thinking, wow, okay. I don't know how genuinely that was earned. Certainly not as genuine as Keep It Real, that's for certain. So yeah, it will be nice to jump into a series like this in FS25. Again, I like to be original, I like to be a bit different. And I've not seen anyone do it the hard way yet, so absolutely. I've already got plans, I've already got thinkings. I've got some ideas, but once the mods come out and there's availability for different things, then Keep It Too Real is what Series 2 of this is going to be called. Keep It Too Real. Quite a few people suggested that as well, actually, so thank you. Again, you're not my memories, though. I don't remember who it was, but I do appreciate it, definitely. Now, I'm just, while I'm talking, I'm just seeing what kind of damage I've got today. So obviously we're at a position where we are selling everything. Now I'm going to jump into the Unimog, the freshly cleaned Unimog actually, and we are going to start, I think actually we're going to start this episode down at the bottom. Yep, we're going to go down, oh dear, just smashed my fence. We're going to go down and see what products we've got down there. Should have quite a bit of canola oil, a little bit of olive oil as well, maybe. It should sell relatively good price as well. We are now, of course, in November. We have skipped forward. I'm not going to start the episode by checking the used shop, because I think that's been and gone now. That's not really our concern. But either way, best price, worst price, okay price, irrelevant. It's all going. It's all going in this episode. Now, this might be a longer episode, I don't know. This might be a long one. Hopefully not too long, but we shall see. We shall see. It's almost making me feel a bit sick, actually. Every bit of hard work we've put into this series, into everything we own, just like that, it's gonna go. Yeah, you almost grow attached to it when you play a save game for a long amount of time. I'm sure a lot of you feel the same. When you play a save game for in the hundreds of hours, you almost don't want to change maps, really. But I'll tell you what, also, we can probably sell this piece of land, I'm going to do that at the end. I'll do it at the end. I'll do a little bit of a construction type thing at the end. Yeah, we won't do that right now. Let's get on with the produce. So, I do hope everyone as well, I do hope that you've enjoyed this as much as I have. Similar to what I mentioned in the last episode, actually, when you're so close to Farming Simulator 25 and the big boys and girls of YouTube are already creating content. So the views really have dropped off for me. Absolutely. I mean, just to give you an example, again, I don't do this for money, but last month, with my viewing that I achieved, plus obviously the roleplay story mode, which was pretty popular, I actually made last month £130. Yeah, that actually paid for Farming Simulator 25. I only bought it last week. So that's good, isn't it? £130 for a hobby. If someone said to you, I'll give you £100, I was going to oversay it, I better not. I'll give you over £100 for playing the game that you like, plus a little bit of editing. I would say it's more than a little bit of editing, but plus editing, you wouldn't say no, would you? Like, yeah, absolutely, I'd have that. But to put that into perspective, I'm not doing a huge amount differently. Obviously, I've finished the roleplay story mode series now. The final episode, which came out right at the end of last month or beginning of this month, didn't generate me money because of the songs that I used. I used the disturbed version of The Sound of Silence, which, by the way, is just incredible. So it was worth not earning any money just to be able to play that in a video. But yeah, I'm probably about £9 so far this month. So yeah, that gives you a pretty good idea of how the views have changed. And I'm not kind of thinking it's because people are bored of me or don't like me. It's just FS25 is taking over the world, and rightly so, because it looks fantastic. Pretty much, I mean, I don't know, nearly everything that I've said I've wanted, my own personal opinions, I've said, you know, I want traffic which is smart enough to overtake you. That's in FS25. Brilliant. I want the mud to be better, because you know I like a dirty tractor, and I mean, it looks fantastic. It does actually look brilliant. So yeah, I think it's almost got, naturally, some of my keep it real style rules are already built into the game, like using the right tyres for the right ground, and I love it. It's good. It's really, really good. So I'm as excited as everyone else. And there is a way I could have got 1 day's, a whole 1 day early access, because of course I am a Giants partner. It's to do with a little bit of spend that you get against your name as well. But yeah, I'm working 1 day before, being Monday. I'm at work anyway, so yeah, it kind of, it wasn't worth me getting too excited about that one single day, to be honest with you. And Mondays are busy for me. Mondays are busy for me. I get in from work, I've got the children, there's no chance. So I wasn't going to be disappointed by not being able to play it, because I just didn't even register for it. Yeah, I'm waiting until everyone else is available. Everyone else can play it at the same time I can play it. Why not? Right, anyway, let's hope that this time a pallet doesn't appear between the forks. You'll also notice, I mean, I'm assuming there isn't a huge amount here, but I'm just going to try... Oh, for God's sake, and it did it as well, didn't it? Honestly, why? Now I'm going to get wedged again. Now I'm wedged again. Problem is, I've got to try and go at a certain angle, and then it's going to knock that off the pallet over that I've just loaded. Oh, no. We did it. Nice, okay. That worked well. See, the gods of Farming Simulator, Nola. This is the last episode. They've been nice to me. The first time in the whole series. Yeah, I avoided bringing that trailer down with me. You will notice. After the last incident with olives, I thought, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Let's just overload the Unimobs flatbed. Right, okay. I am doing this all on camera again, of course, because if anything funny does happen, I think quite a lot of people appreciated the amount of hassle I went through in the last big sale episode with this, so I thought I'd do it again. Now, this time I don't mind if it wants to spawn another one, if there is another one to spawn. Oh wow, there's loads to spawn, in fact. Oh dear, maybe I should have brought the trailer. I did not think there would be this much product here. Apparently there's 6,000 litres of canola oil and 2,000 more litres of olive oil. That is incredible. Right, please don't. Oh no, oh no. I emptied out these water weights just to keep the olive tree going, and I kind of regret it because now that weight is not so much of a weight. Right, please don't spawn another pallet. Please don't. Let's get these loaded onto the back. We may get. Oh dear. Okay. If I still had water in these weights, it would do it. Okay, I'm going to go and fill it up. It's worth the drive. It's worth the drive. It's kind of that direction somewhere, but there is a river close by. I'm going to go fill up these weights a minute. I'll be back in a moment if I can actually get out of these. Oh no. I do wonder if they fixed the pallet issues though, see? The dancing pallets. I don't know. Right, I'll catch you in a moment. Okay, here we are back. One extreme to the other. Now it's so heavy, if I pick this up, the tractor has no steering. Oh dear. Well, it kind of... Yeah, okay, that's not good. Yeah, one extreme to the other. But it's fine. Maybe I should have half-filled it. That would have been a better deal, wouldn't it? Now, it is getting pretty dark, you know. It's November. November in France is obviously dark, but I started the episode early. I'll do it on camera. Let's just see if I skip it forward a little, it'll get a bit brighter, and then I'll just slow the time right down again. Because yeah, I don't like to play it when it's dark. If it's dark for me when I'm watching, normally by the time it uploads and renders through to YouTube, it's almost unwatchable, and I certainly don't want to do that, especially not for the last episode. Now, the weather is rubbish though, isn't it? It isn't really changing. I skipped closer to kind of midday, and I am just going to look. I noticed that there was something special going on at the animal dealer. Let's see what that was. Because if it was straw, I might reconsider my baling. It wasn't straw. I'm glad it wasn't, if I'm honest with you. I don't know what it was actually. I don't see anything there, Blue. I think it's just lying to us. Maybe it will pay more for the cows. I don't know. Is that a thing? I don't think it is a thing anyway. Right. Let's try this again. If I can. Get in there, I can. Yeah, that works quite well. That works pretty good actually. So, now I've got to figure out how am I gonna load these. Best way to do this now. I think going in from the side actually I've done before. I should be able to get 4 separate stacks, I hope. So what do we reckon anyway? £188,574. I haven't checked the prices of both what we can sell. Why is it giving me a weird trigger? Oh, it's trying to unload the barrels. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I haven't looked to see if we can sell any of our fields at a little bit more. I've also not looked to see how much they want for that main farm. So we'll have to look at that at some point, but not right now. Now, the problem I have here is I've kind of gone in at such a weird angle. It doesn't want to drop them because it's hitting the kind of bulkhead of the unilog, so it's not a problem. I will gently persuade them. Gently persuade them. Okay, they've suddenly become so heavy I can't even move them. Are they like strapped to themselves? No, because I haven't put... This is bizarre. Come on. Alright, let's do it. Come on. Come on now. Don't stress me out like this on the last ever episode. This is not how it's supposed to be. What I do need to do though is start picking the pallets up from the side, I reckon. Right. I might cut this, you know. I might cut this, and I know half of you think I might cheat and do this with super strength, but I don't know. I haven't really done that. Like I said, I've got my own set rules. I wouldn't use it on olive oil because, I mean, I'm not an overly lazy person, but I certainly wouldn't, yeah, if I can actually zoom in, there you go. I wouldn't hand load all of those in for every pallet. I don't think so. Right, anyway. Yeah, I will cut this, you know, because it's going to be boring. This is going to be a long episode. I don't want to make it longer by driving badly. But you get the gist of it. You can see what I'm going with. Right, let's do it. Okay, done. Absolutely done. Not too bad, and I did do this genuinely without super strength. I had another sticky pallet situation. Do you know, I think half the problem I've had with loading these pallets is actually this mod here, this one. I mean, you know, some people have picked up on it as well. It's been frustrating me for ages. This doesn't even fit to this properly, as you can see kind of there. I won't zoom in. I won't use the console and zoom in just because it's a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, it doesn't actually even fit with the man properly. But it was the closest out of all I could find. But yeah, it's kind of floating. I don't know. I think maybe that's just a bit of a nightmare. I mean, I even had issues picking up the logs actually with that front loader. So that is certainly not helped. How did that get there? How did that get there? Okay, right. Well, we got one more than I thought. That's good. The good thing about the Unimog, even if you stick it out, even if you do a bad job, it still picks up on it and it still loads it. Look, much better than that. Damn trailer. Right. Anyway, while I'm here, I'm going to go into the menu and I'm just going to set it to selling for the last bit. I mean, for example, let's go selling. Selling again. I wouldn't normally do this and keep it real, but all I want it to do is just clear off the last of the produce so that we can sell these placeables. So we could sell them anyway, but we're just gonna lose a little bit, aren't we? That actually ran out of mineral water, so we need to get some mineral water for that. It's not great, but that's fine. The grapes, they ran out ages ago anyway, so not a problem. That's now missing water, which is fine. And here we've got sunflower canola oil is actually still being produced. Olive oil isn't, so let's just sell the rest of that off. And we'll leave the canola do its thing. So we're actually going to have even more, you know. So I'll leave that pallet there. And then we'll come back at some point and pick up the rest of it. Now, this is going to run out of fuel. So we will have to get some fuel. Again, as part of Keep It Real, I'm not selling any of the equipment because actually the equipment is needed, isn't it, in a new farm. Keeping it real, realistically, you couldn't sell everything, buy another farm and go, oh, hang on a minute, I don't actually have a tractor anymore. Yeah, that wouldn't be very good, would it? Now, have I... Oh dear, I've got to be careful. The centre of gravity mods are really taking effect. I think I've overloaded the Unimog again. Have I tried the Unimog horn? No. No, I haven't. And I know you've just asked me that. I haven't tried it. So we'll do it in a second. But I'm not going to risk it until I've made this turn. Cool, this thing is wobbly. It is wobbly. Right, I've got to try and remember what my preset on the control is for horn. I think it is RBA. I mean, I don't know. Maybe... Is that really what you meant, that horn? It kind of sounds like... Sounds the same as every other car. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there's a different horn button. Maybe I've got to customise it. Yeah, there's no option there for a different horn. I don't know. Is that any different to any other vehicle? Well, that's that's an interesting drive. Quite a lot of the time, my wheelie is close to wheelie and nowlet. But we are here. The olive oil is not the best time to sell it at all. That's like 6 months away from being at its best price. But again, like I've just said right at the beginning of this episode, it's not about that anymore. Not about that anymore. We just need to sell what we got, finish the series. So good little start though, isn't it? 30,936 and a £1,100 environmental bonus. And hang on a minute, you didn't even sell everything. Oh, I nearly drove off them without even looking. There we go. That's better. Even more, even more. We're now at 233,000. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, what I might do, one job out the way, what I might do is have a look and see if the fields were ready to sell. Wow, like that one is worth more money. 39,869. I'm happy with that. What about this? Wow. Plus 145%. That was worth more in the last episode as well, actually. We're nowhere near from selling that yet, to be honest. But this one is actually still discounted. But it's 34,000. It's 35 grand, isn't it? So even at the discounted rate, we'll probably end up selling that. Well, we will do. We're going to have to. Let's see how much the main farm is. Oh my goodness. Plus 108.9%. 1,033,000. I mean, come on, you're taking the mick. It's never been that high the whole entire series. And then the day I want to buy it, you're having a laugh. Right, so what we might find is, God, that one's also worth quite a bit as well. Maybe keeping it real, we sell everything and we buy ourselves a little caravan and we stay in the caravan, and then I can skip through a couple of months and see whether or not this is a bit more reasonable. I think £1 million, absolutely bloody ridiculous, isn't it? So let's head to that small field, the grass field, and we've got a shed to sell. We've got the kind of self-made bunker silo out of straw bales that we need to get rid of. And then hopefully it would allow us to sell the land. We then need to look at and consider what we're going to do with all the equipment. And that's going to be an off-camera thing, by the way, moving all the equipment. That's going to be something that will, from your point of view, will just magically appear at the main farm, assuming we do actually get to buy it, which I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. That's a completely unreasonable price, unrealistic. That's ridiculous. Right, let's just pull up here. And yeah, hopefully, turn off the engine. I never did get fuel. Have a look in the used shop, just to tempt myself for absolutely no reason at all. Because we're not going to be buying anything. Is there anything fancy in here though? It's all rubbish anyway, isn't it? It's all rubbish. Right, let's go. Jump over to my mouse. And we're going to start to get rid of this. So £1,149. Ideal. Not much, but it's better than nothing. This is probably not worth much more than that. £549. Oh yeah, amazing. Yeah, great. Thanks for that. We'll have that as well. And this again, it should allow us, even though the equipment is still here, and it's pretty, even by my standard, that's pretty dirty, isn't it? Look at the state of it. It should actually allow us though to sell this plot of land. We will find out now. Let's jump back to my control because I forget what the buttons are. Here we go, 39,000. Come on, that's a random picture just fell off the wall at me then. Where did that come from? £39,869. Will it let us sell it? Yes, yes it did. £274,810 we have now. This is no longer our bit of land. God, it's not a good feeling, is it? You're doing all this hard work, and all of a sudden, it starts to disappear. It's not nice at all, is it? Now, what do I do now? What do I do next? I don't know. Let's head back to the main yard, because the bit at the bottom there, where the man is, can't really do a lot more because there was a heck of a lot more canola in there than what I realised. In actual fact, did I? Let's turn that off because we haven't got olives, and actually it's slowing down the canola production, isn't it? So per month, 3,600. So we might skip forward a month and sell that again in the next month. That might be the best thing to do. Other than that, we are just now heading back to the main yard. So I'm going to start clearing things through. I don't know. Maybe I'll sell the cows rather than deliver them, which will simulate we've kind of sold them and someone's picked them up. We will get a bit of a penalty. But what I didn't think about back 2-3 episodes ago, I didn't think he was going to stop. Yeah, what I didn't think about 2 or 3 episodes ago when I kind of made an impulse decision to sell the trailer and buy a better trailer, which it was, that trailer actually also doubled up as our animal transport. So now I'm a bit stuffed. Unless I buy one or lease one, I can't actually transport the animals to the market. But again, we're only selling them because we want to be able to sell the cow barn so that we can sell the land. So we've got to get rid of the placeable. Actually, realistically, we would just take these with us. If this series was still going, if it was going to continue, I would transport the cows to the main farm and keep them running over there instead. So this is just something we have to do, really. We haven't really got much of a choice. Now, let's have a think a minute. Still producing eggs here. 300 pieces of eggs. That's fantastic. Right, let's jump into construction mode again. Yeah, this is a real shame, but we've got to do it, haven't we? What is this worth? £8,480. That's still worth. Amazing. We'll sell it. It's going to leave some random things on the ground, but that's fine. There we go. Just some bits of it, some kind of unsellable bits, to be honest with you. But again, this is stuff you would take with you to a new farm, isn't it? Yeah. Okie dokie. We are actually going to have to, even though they're not going to earn us any money, we need to remove all placeables. So that I'm going to have to sell that. We'll keep the ducks there for a minute. If I sell that, will it leave the manure on the ground? Probably. I've taken the bales out there because we might as well just sell those bales, get some money back, because we don't need any more food for the cows. We can get rid of that, can't we? Yeah, let's just do it. It might have had some tomatoes in it still, but whatever, let's just do it. We'll get rid of those because, again, they're placeables. There's a little bit of manure there. I don't know, it should actually sell even with the manure. That's fine. Actually, we've got the apple trees. £675 each. They need to go. They need to go. There's some apples on the ground, which is fine. And again, they might have had some apples in there to actually produce, but they need to go. So we'll just get rid of them. Money's going up, innit? 290 grand we got now. 290 grand. And in a minute, we're going to get 10 grand, say 10 grand for that, plus the value of the cows. We're going to get 9 grand there for that house. Wow, amazing. And you know what? I'm actually just going to do it. Let's sell that house right now. And same again, get rid of all of the placeable stuff. Why is it not letting me get rid of them now? Or not, because it's not actually letting me do it. Why is it not letting me do it? Is it because I'm in that menu? Okay, weird. Never noticed that before, but there you go. You can't delete fences when you're in landscaping. You learn something every day, don't you? You learn something every day. That there is also a placeable. Let's get rid of that. And it's a placeable made of multiple pieces. Because that's kind of a literally make-believe bridge, which is gone. God, it's starting to look a bit more like what it looked like when we first started, you know. Can you remember this piece of land? It was just like barren wasteland, wasn't it? It was just awful. Awful wasteland. Now, that's fine. That's okay. Right. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have deleted the bridge so quick. That's one thing that I feel. But I also feel like I am going to collect the milk out of the tanker because I don't know what's left. Hopefully it will tell me right about now. I'll get out. There is in there 2,743 litres of milk. There's also some bales which we can chuck onto the back of there. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to take a hit on this, you know. Unless I can park up next to it with the trailer and it will automatically jump into the trailer, to which we'll chuck over there to those guys. They can make some fuel, some biomass fuel out of it. But actually I think we just got to take that on the chin and get rid of that, so that's fine. Oh, doesn't it look different? Doesn't it look different? Oh yeah, forgot about that. That's also replaceable. Right, I'll clear all of these little bits up in a second, but yeah, I think we're going to skip through. I do think we're going to skip through. And in actual fact, go for a bit of a jog, for a change. We are going to go right back to where we started, because our rented house from the first few episodes has still got a doormat in front of it, which is a sleep trigger. So we're going to go back to our roots. We're going to go back to where we started. Finish the series where we started the series, which is on our feet, walking around, walking to a rented house to get some sleep for the night. It's better than a bench, isn't it? What's that beyond there? I've never noticed that container there before. Never noticed that before. I've been playing dayz recently, so whenever I see containers like that, I want to go up to them and open them. But this ain't dayz, is it? Not quite. Farming Simulator is not quite dayz. Anyway, right. Let's, hopefully this trigger's still here anyway. I think it still is. Is it? There it is, look. There's our doormat. Let's get some sleep. There we go. Morning time. It's now December. The produce is no longer at its best price, but this is fine. We're gonna walk back to the main yard. We are going to load up with as much milk as we can. We'll get those bales thrown on the back. We will get the eggs on the back of the Unimog, maybe even the trailer. We'll get the apples on the back of the trailer. Then we will, yeah, we will sell all of our animals. We will sell all of the placeables left on that plot of land. Wow. And then we'll sell it. We'll sell that piece of land, the very first piece of land, to a, 100 plus save game, all with a relatively hard difficulty, as you've seen. It's all going. It's all going. Do you know what? This is actually one of the last times I'm going to play Farming Simulator. This version, anyway, of course. Not Farming Simulator in general, but this is all I've got left to do. I've kind of, as you've probably realised, I've kind of given up with Alma, but I haven't given up. So I'm quite confident Alma is probably a good enough map. Look, the map creator might remake it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. This trailer's a bit funky, isn't it? I can connect every time I get close, it moves. There we go. Yeah, so I'm hoping the map maker is actually probably going to remake Alma on the new engine, which probably won't take too much effort. When they do, what I will do is re-landscape everything that's been done in that series, which isn't really a great deal. I've not done that many episodes, but we'll re-landscape it, we'll copy it, and then I'll continue the series. No bother, no biggie, no issue, easy peasy. Right, let's stick that there. Fortunately, the Ford is still here. So let's get those bales loaded onto the back of the Unimog. Then we'll fill up with milk. And yeah, all these things like these bags of lime and stuff, I'm not worried about them. I'm just going to leave them. Again, if the series was continuing, I would have to transport them to the new farm. But the series isn't going to continue. So really, we're just kind of role-playing this last little section, aren't we? What I will do is make all the equipment appear at the new farm, assuming that we make enough money and we actually buy it. I mean, as it stands, we are nowhere near. We're not even a third of the way there, based on what the owners want. They obviously knew that this was the month I was planning on selling up. I don't know. What I've also realised now is actually this plot of land has probably changed price again because I just skipped a month. But there you go. Trying to make more money one way and then I'm losing it another way. Okay, it's not too bad. It's actually worth a couple of grand more again, I think, which is good. This is 42 grand now. That's actually worth even less, I think. What is this? Oh my goodness. 1.146 million they want for it now. What is going on? How much is our... What? 117 grand is what this is now worth. 117 grand? Hang on. There's something not right at the minute. There's something not right. Everything's... Okay. Everything is costing more. Everything, like that's 131%, that's 171%, 152. I'm just picking these around. 314%. That's 1.1 million to buy that. Okay. 1.7 million. What is going on? Wow, that's a little bit weird, isn't it? Okay, it'll be alright. It'll be alright. I'm gonna skip forward anyway. I didn't give myself a lot of room here, did I? What am I playing at? What am I playing at? Let's move this back a little bit. Dump that into there. Good. And then try and allow myself a relatively flat area if I can, if there is one. That's the best I'm going to get. Right. Which is nowhere near flat now that I look at it. But there you go. This is, I don't know, I think maybe, am I rushing? I think maybe I'm rushing. Why am I rushing? I don't need to rush. You don't need to rush. Take your time. It's all good. I'm flapping a bit here. It's because it's the end of an era. It's the end. It's making me flap a little bit. Right. That should drop nicely. Yeah, good. Yeah, I should be able to get these 4 bales onto the back of the Unimog. No problems, hopefully. Right, once I get the 2 base ones on, I'll jump out, strap them, and then put the other 2 on top, because I know it will end badly. That is definitely not hitting that trailer, so I don't know what's going on there. That's a bit of an unusual trailer. It has some good traits. Doesn't have good brakes, that's for sure. So what you tend to find is wherever you leave it, when you go back to it, it's somewhere else. Okay, that's good. So that's not bad. Let's just stick a strap on there. Get the other 2 on there as well. Good, good. Then the main reason I'm loading these bales up now, I may not necessarily sell them straight away, but they're just in the way of the trigger. I don't know why I pulled them out and left them there, to be honest. I made it difficult for myself. So they need to get out of the way so I can get the milk loaded up. Right, come on. Oh, invisible triggers, man. Come on, I'm not even touching it. Really? Okay, done. That was slightly annoying, but it's fine. It's fine. Now, I've noticed as well, actually, what I will say, and again, I'm only mentioning super strength because I know every time I do a little cut screen, I'm conscious that people think I'm probably cheating, but I don't. Not on this series, I don't do that. But I've noticed that in some of the live streams I've watched, again, jumping into Farmer Cop's live stream where he managed to earn 630 million within about an hour, cheeky monkey, but also he was able to pick up pallets. So I don't know, is super strength part of FS25? Is it part of the base game now? Because I assume that all of these kind of bigger, better YouTubers and streamers, there's no mods that have been released for the game yet, surely, because the game's not actually live. They've just got like an early access version. So yeah, the fact that he was picking up pallets makes me feel like, yeah, super strength is part of base game. Maybe you can toggle it on or off, which is cool, I guess. From a console player point of view, that's really cool. There's lots of features you get on PC that have always made you kind of, I don't know, envious, I guess, as a console player. And I am a PC player, but I can speak on your behalf because I've also been a console player for a very, very long time. And I've been where you've been now, probably wondering, is it worth getting a computer? Because of all the extra things you get for various different games, but Farming Simulator in general. And by the way, if that's a question you're asking yourself, absolutely, 100%. You get so many better script mods, but just a bit more freedom with computers in general. You can tweak stuff. I mean, I could, for example, I did it on this map. I made the map recognise silage in the cow barn as a food. I also set it to recognise it as 90%, because that's what you get in court farms, for example. The map creator actually programmed the map to recognise that. This map didn't. You couldn't actually feed the cows fresh silage. So I did that. I edited the XML in the game files. I did that. Those are the sort of things you can do on computer, which you can't do on consoles, and it is amazing. Anyway, right. We've just gone over 300 grand. Boom. Boom. So we are at £302,343, which is wonderful. Which is wonderful. Now I am going to abandon this. Hopefully. Or not. Why won't it it won't disconnect because this is Keep It Real, silly. I've got to disconnect it myself. When you play different series, it's quite hard to keep up with what you're doing. For a minute, I thought I was playing against Snowy. So yeah, this is the second to last episode and second to last time I will probably play Farming Simulator 22. All that's remaining for me to do after this episode is the final episode of the Abandoned Farm Challenge, which again, that's been a short and sweet series, and I'm excited to know how we've got on. Myself and Snowy do play extremely similarly, so whatever I've done, he has also probably done. So yeah, it's a complete unknown. If it comes down, if there's only 10-20 grand in it, I'm gonna take that as a bit of a half win, because I didn't get those juicy trees to start with. So if he absolutely thrashes me, then there probably won't be a series 2 and I'll never play with him again. If I absolutely thrash him, then there'll definitely be a series 2, because I shouldn't be able to absolutely thrash him, and that would have been an easy win on my part. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know, we haven't recorded that episode yet. The reason we're taking our time with it is because we would like to really be able to play it together. Actually play on the map at the same time, which we haven't managed to do. Since the day when we set the map up, we both logged in together, every episode has actually been separate. I don't know. Right, I am going by... Oh, this one obviously didn't produce any apples. That's fine. So there's just 3 pallets of apples, which is not a problem. Better than no pallets, that's for sure. I'll dump them there. Get rid of that. Okay, good. We're also going to... I'm going to pick up the eggs first, because I'm just a bit worried when I clear the sell point, the eggs will disappear. They shouldn't do. They shouldn't do. But you just never know, do you? I mean, what have we got? We've probably got 400 eggs there, maybe. We've got... Oh, 492. Even better. And I can pick these up. I'm not using super strength again, by the way. So super strength isn't required on either of these. So that's fine. I better strap them though, don't I? There you go. Yeah. Let's sell this. See what we make. Oh. I really need to get some fuel. Do not forget this time. Do not forget this time. I'm going to go straight past the fuel station. I need to get some fuel. I might only half fill it, obviously, but I do need to get some. What's this going to be worth? Okay, here we go. The money is going down ever so slowly, so just chucking a little bit of fuel in. There's actually 23,000 litres of grass there, you know. I know you're probably thinking, why is he bothering wasting time with grass? But there's a lot of grass there. That might get us back a couple of grand. I don't know, what did I spend? 10, 11 grand on grass just to try and, or hay actually, sorry, it's hay. Just to try and see the cows through. Yeah. I need to get some of that back, don't I? So, yeah, it's not grass, it's hay. Even more reason why it's worth selling. Right, that will do for fuel. Let's go with that. I don't know how much it did. Oh, okay, three quarters of a tank. I'm happy with that. That's certainly enough to get all the equipment moved down to the main farm. Again, maybe I'm thinking ahead, but I'm sure we are going to be able to buy it. I'm sure we will. Right, let's keep going here now. December, same again, you know, I've just realised I've been playing it all this time and it is probably quite dark your end. So I'll speed up the time just a little bit. Yeah, it's getting a bit lighter now, I'm happy with that. Right, I'm assuming, yeah, it's not going to buy. It's not going to buy the bales, but that's fine. Right, money's going up. What are we at? 303, make 304. Come on. Everything is so slow. Everything's so slow on this map. Right, we ready? We ready? Oh, we just made it. 305,000. Nice. So 2,743 we just made them, plus a bit of environmental bonus. Amazing. Now, we do need to, a couple of things. Get rid of the bales. I do need to drop some mineral, oh dear. Drop some mineral water down to the tomato juice factory as well, because there's a little bit of money's worth of tomato juice down there, isn't there? So yeah, we need to do that. Another little thing to sell. Sell on the side. Let's get rid of these bales. Why, maybe I need to unstrap them. There we go, they're moving now. Yeah, see, that's worth it, wouldn't it? There's nearly 3 grand there of bales. It's definitely worth doing. Right. Good, good. What else am I doing right now? What else am I doing? Let's, I don't know, you know. I feel like maybe jump over to my mouse. We'll have to do a little bit of gliding across the sky, but it's not like we're moving here. This is just the landscape mode. Right. Yeah, maybe it's time that we just get rid of all of this. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to sell the animals through here again because I stupidly got rid of the trailer. They've actually run out of food now anyway, look. So that's not great. As long as the cows haven't. No, good. The ducks are worth about $1 less when the health is 0. So that's fine. Now, animals. I can't sell them from here, can I? Oh, for goodness sake. Right. Drive back to the main farm. I'll see you in a sec. Okie dokie. Right, here we are. Hasn't this piece of land transformed, by the way? You're just seeing everything sold. There's nothing left here, but isn't it completely different? We completely redeveloped everything here. Absolutely did. Right, animal sell point. I know it's here somewhere. There we go. So, let's go. Sell. This is going to take ages, isn't it? I'll do this a minute. Catch you in a sec. Okay, ducks all sold. Oh god, that took me like 10 minutes just to do that. It's ridiculous. Now, where's the cow selling point? Actually, I think it might be over here by the door. Maybe actually outside of the door. There we go. Same again. Now, I'm not going to skip this because this is going to be worth a lot of money. So 1,306 there. 1,800 there, look. Just like that. There's 2 of those at just under 2 grand. The cows have made us a fortune, you know. They're so much money. You're probably hearing lots of clicking in the background because it's not easy to sell animals on this. You've got to press like 6 different buttons just to bloody do this. Right, look at this. Here we go. And we've got 2 fresh little babies. We have got 321,780. Now, what did I say before? 305? So yeah, we've made 15 grand just by selling off our cows, because essentially the ducks are probably worth about 50 quid. So that is so good. That is so good. We're going to sell this. £10,917 we get for that. There it goes. It's no longer there. And same again. 2,000 just over for this. Boom. And I'm just going to sell it. Yes, it's probably going to make the manure disappear. Yep, it did. I don't know if maybe the £1,000 price there included some money back for the manure. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. So that is good. One final thing. What was it? Oh, that was it. I knew I had to remove something else. Okay. That's it. That is it. Let's see if we can sell this with no issues. What's it worth? 38,857. Sal. Yes, please. Yeah? Just like that. Just like that. This is no longer ours. This is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking. It's just back to being a abandoned piece of land again. But we've got £374,714, and we still own 2 more fields and quite a few productions actually. So some decent productions. I don't know what they're worth, but yeah. Right. Let's get back in the Unimog. And we are going to go down to the bottom plot of land now. Get rid of the last of the canola oil and sell everything on there as well. That field's got to go. It's all got to go. It's all got to go. If we can make the money maybe without selling that last field, because that's actually a reduced price. It's going to get like 30 odd grand for that field, and that's our biggest field. Maybe we won't even need to sell it. Maybe we'll keep it. I don't know. I always live with the potential that this kind of series has more to go. So, you know, if the Valley the Old Farm was also remade for FS25, it wouldn't take me much to set up all of this equipment again on the main farm with that one field that we own, and maybe it could be a little flashback series in the future. I don't know. But either way, oh no, just ruined someone's field. Sorry about that. It looks, oh sorry, it's only freshly cultivated. I haven't damaged anyone's crop. Right, let's make our way to the bottom. I'll see you in a minute. Here we are. Here we are. Yep. I'm going to park this just here. Try not to impale myself with forks at the front. Let's try the horn again. I don't know. I mean, my volume isn't particularly high. Maybe I need to plug my headset in so I can hear it properly. But is that... I just... the way that I've been told, I just felt maybe it was a bit more substantial than that. So where on earth is the Unimog? Does it come under trucks? Maybe there's like a horn adjustment you can make. No. Tyre sound. Air conditioning. Is there an extra horn you can buy? No. Horn. There you go. Horn plus horn sound. Ah, see, there's where I'm going wrong. Can I? No, I can't. Right. I will edit that or customize that Unimog in a moment. Oh dear, I nearly impaled myself again then. I will customize that Unimog in a moment to have the horn. So what have we got here? 930 litres of canola oil and still 61 litres of olive oil. I thought we told it to sell all of that. Let's have a look a minute. Selling. Right, just get rid of all of that. It's fine. And then we're going to sell that in a moment. Now, It's weird how... Okay. It's there anyway. Right, I'm going to cut this bit. Am I going to cheat? I'm not going to tell you, but we're nearly there. I mean, let me have a little sanity check. This episode's coming up to nearly an hour already. Right, I'll catch you in a moment. Okay, here we are, nearly at the restaurant. This is pretty much the last of what we've got to sell. Again, there is a little bit of tomato juice still at the juice factory, but I don't know now. I mean, the episode must be pushing an hour. I just don't know if I want to go through all of that. That's quite a palaver in itself. Right, £10,396 plus 522 environmental bonus. That is absolutely fantastic. Now, we are going to, ever so quickly, jump into... Actually, well, we'll drive back down there first, actually. But then we're going to jump into the construction mode, sell off the placeables, then we'll sell the piece of land, and we'll see where we're left. I mean, we're going to be plus 400 grand here, aren't we? And still got that final field to sell. Yeah, who thought we would raise this much money? I mean, I know, out of honesty, some people have said they didn't even think I'd make 100 grand, which I'm not going to lie, even I at points wondered if we would. I really would, but look at this. We're going to be clear of 400 grand without even selling everything. Yeah, this is incredible. I'm pretty happy with how this has all turned out. Given that I've put so much time and effort into making this series what it is now, episode 73 or 74 or whatever episode I said it was. Yeah. This is pretty good. This is a good outcome. Right, come on, I've stopped behind traffic. I can't overtake. Traffic's coming the other way. This is going to be a slow drive back. Come on. There we go. Somehow that car in front all of a sudden went super fast and now it was miles ahead of me. I don't know how that happened. Right, we are here. Drop the controller down. Jump into my mouse and let's see. So we're going to sell this. 462. It's done us well though, isn't it? It's done us well. 462. Of course they should be worth the same amount of money. This probably still got a little bit of oil in it, but I don't know. Does it make any difference? Let's just speed up the time to get us to the next hour. That would sell a little bit of it. Hopefully the money should jump up there. There we go. Right, now it would have sold all of the last bits of canola oil. So 389,000 now we are on. Amazing. Let's get my mouse back out again. So sell this, £1,000. £1,000. Sell this, 462. There we go. Same as what the grape olives are worth. And there's nothing else on here now, is there? There's no more placeables. No. So it should allow us to, if I can find the right tab on the side, there it is, should allow us to sell this piece of land for 42,562. This has got to be probably the most profitable bit of land that we've bought, because I know this piece up here, which is probably a silly price. Oh my God, 272. It's worth 117 grand. But this plot here, we didn't pay too much for. We got it at a good price, and also we sold loads of trees from it, didn't we? Loads of trees from it. It's produced us a heck of a lot of money. You know, that's where our main productions have been, and now we're selling it for 42 grand. 433,442 pound. This is incredible, isn't it? This is incredible. If you were doubting me, like I was doubting myself, this series has proved us all wrong. We were worth a fortune. We were worth a fortune. I don't know if we're worth quite what this is worth though. Oh my, 1.146 million. Yeah, we ain't doing that. What I'm going to do is save it, as you can see now, and I'm going to quit out, and hopefully when I load back in it kind of corrects itself, because I don't know what's happened to the prices here. Maybe us selling all these bits of land has confused it, but I've never seen the fields at 100% markup. So I'll catch you in a moment. Okay, I've just reloaded, so not a lot's changed actually. The time hasn't changed. It's about to snow apparently. So what a good time to end the series before that bloody white stuff comes back. It drives me mad. Although I am looking forward to snow on the new one, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, it has corrected itself, and you're not going to believe this. One extreme to the other. 319,838. So we got some spare change and a spare field. Would you believe it? Amazing. So we're going to do that. We're going to buy it. We're going to buy it. We're going to do a little kind of outro, I guess, once we get there. So, boom. Yes, absolutely. I'm happy. We still got £113,603. and a field. And a field. It's gone from me wondering if we can do it to, oh my goodness, we've done it easily. Easily done it. Right, I will meet you back at our new main farm where we're going to say goodbye to Keep It Real and this particular map. And it's been a great map actually. It's been a really, really good map. And I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed this series. This series is probably responsible for 35% of my subscribers. So it has only been 20 months, 21 months maybe. So I know I probably confused it a little bit. My birthday and my channel's birthday is actually in January. So when we get to January, it's my birthday and the channel's birthday. But yeah, I mean 21 months, let's just say 21 months. Nearly 2,000 subs now in my first 21 months. And 35% of those subs, again, are because of this series. This series is responsible for all of that. So I've got a lot to thank it for, really. And again, anyone who's watching this now, I'm probably not getting new viewers, am I? It's too close to the new game. Everyone's watching Daggerwin and Mr. CVP, and you're not wasting time watching me. Anyone watching this bit and anyone who's got this far into the series right up to the very end, you're definitely OGs of the channel, and you've kind of seen the channel develop with me, I guess. You've kind of been a part of it, so I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I mean, this new farm, it's got bunker silos and everything. No more mucking around with straw bales to make bunkers. I think all of this is ours too. I mean, wow. Wow. Okay, right. I'll be back in a second. So here we are. It is the end. We started with nothing. Absolutely zero. Just a pair of shoes on our feet and some clothes. And now we've got the main farm on the whole entire map and all of this equipment to show for it. Wow. I'm really happy with how this series has gone, and you know, I'm really looking forward to doing the same thing in FS25. I think FS25's got even more reason to do it. It's got so many new features which suit this style of series, I think. So yeah, look forward to some new things coming. Hopefully won't be very long, but as always, I appreciate everyone who's watching. If you're watching right at this very moment, if you're hearing these words, thank you very much, because I know you've probably watched the entire series, and I really appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. And here's to a few thousand more. Hey, you never know, I might be one of those YouTubers that gets super early access by the time the next game comes. Probably not, but you never know. You never know. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. And until the next game, cheers and gone.